Hello parents and my lovely students, greetings of the day. We always talk about questions solving, we always talk about calculations faster, but how, right? The thing comes that how we will make the faster calculations. For that we need to learn some tricks, some methods, some tips, isn't it? So today I'm here to tell you about some of the tips that is very fruitful while division. While doing the division for the grade 3, 4 and above also, we lot of time find challenges in dividing and we find the challenges in finding the remainders. So today I'm here to help you with some of the tricks that will make you find the remainder very soon. Now the divisibility part, everyone we talk about, right? Like if any big number is being given to us, right? Let's say for 17386, right? Suppose a big number, 5-digit number is there. We often talk about the divisibility, isn't it? That whether it is being divisible or not. For that, short tricks we all know. Like for the 2, we just check on the units place. For 4, we check the last 2 digit. But we do not talk about the remainders. We can understand that whether it is being divisible or not. For that, we know all the methods. We know for all the different digits, like for 2, we know for 3, for 4, for 5, for 10, for 8. We have different ways to find whether the number is divisible or not. However big or small, okay? For the small number, of course, we can divide, but the bigger number, definitely it brings challenges. So for that, we have some methods to understand whether the number is divisible. That is easier part, right? But sometimes we also need to know what is the remainder being left. So let's say a big number, let's say I'm adding some number to it, okay? Now I want to know whether if I divide this big number with a 4 or with a 8, how to come about the remainder. So today's session would be definitely on showing this, that how we can find the denominator, and that would be within quick seconds without doing any actual multiplications. Fine. So let us start. So let's say we have this big number, right? And if I want to find that, first let's find that is it divisible by 4? Is it divisible by 4? So we'll check, okay, for the remainders for 4 and 8 today, okay? So is it, first let's find, is it being divisible by 4? So what we can see that for divisibility of 4, we check the last 2 digit. We just check the last 2 digit. Now you tell me 76, right? This is being divisible by 4. So 4 into 1 is 4. Then we get a 3, 6. 4 into 9 is 36. So that means it's getting completely divisible, 76. Therefore, we can say 17386176 is also divisible. Also divisible. We can check that also. Let's say it's 4 and we, let's say, take 17386176. So it's 4 into 4 is 16. 13 would be the remainder. 4 3s are 12. Then we get 18. 4 into 4 is 16. Then are 26. 4 6 are 24. Now you can see how long it is, how longer it is consuming more time. 4 5 into 20. We get a 1, then a 7. 4 into 4 is 16. And then again we get 4 into 4 is 16. And ultimately we get a remainder 0. So it takes too much time, isn't it? This takes too much time to find that whether it is divisible or not. So to check the divisibility, we have very fantastic that we can just check the last two digits. That's the ones place and the tens place. And what about remainder, which I was talking about, that how to find the remainder, that is also super easy. We will just check the last two digits and just check with the division of it. And here, since we get a remainder as a 0, therefore remainder over here is going to be a 0. Okay, so I hope this is understood. Let's do some more practice. Here we have a question: 9, 5, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We want to find the remainder. Now, of course, to find the actual remainder, the main process, the authentic process, what we do is we actually divide it. 4 into 2 is 8. We get a 15. 4 into 3 is 12. 32. 4 8s 32. So then we make a drop 1 here. We put a 0 to get a 12. 4 into 3 is 12. Then again we get a 3 here. Then again a 4 here. So we get a 0. 4 8s 32. Then again we get a 25. So 4 6 24. So we get a remainder 1. Now, isn't taking too much time? Yes, it's taking too much time to get this remainder 1. It took me around 5 to 10 seconds or even more than that. So how to do it on a faster method? So of course, the very easy method is just we will have this trick that will just look into the last two digits. And now you check it on 45. 4 into 1 is 4. We get a 5. 4 into 1 is 4. So hence we get a remainder as 1, and the remainder would be 1. Easily we can find within a couple of seconds. Within a couple of seconds we can find this. Let's do this directly. 65 we are getting, although it might be a big number. But 65, we'll check it with a 4. 4 into 1 is 4. We get a 25. 4 into 6 is 24. 1. That means the remainder is 1. Isn't it very cool, students? So, this is one question. Tell me on the chat box. Tell me on the comment box, students. What is going to be the remainder? I'm pausing. I guess you have got the right answer. Yes, the remainder is going to be the 0. Fantastic. Let's move and let's check for the 3-digit number. Let's check for the remainder of 8. Okay. So here we have again a big number, right? So 2, 5, 4, 8, 9, 6, 5. Now to get it divisible by 8, okay? So of course like the way we are doing the division, it has to be like 8 into 3 is 24. Then we get a 1, 14. 8 into 1 is 8. We'll get a 6. 8 8s are 64. Then we get a 4, then a 9. 8 into 6 is 48. 1, 6, 8 into 2 is 16. And then we get a 5. That means we are getting 5 as remainder, but of course it is taking time. And again, to get to know whether it is divisible, to check divisibility, okay, to check divisibility, we know it is what we do is last 3 digit. We check for the last 3 digit for the divisibility. Okay, so 965, if we want to get it divisible by 8, 8 ones are 8, 1, 8 twos are 16, and we are getting 5. So it confirms that it is not divisible. And if it is being asked, what is the remainder? It's super easy to determine. From here only we'll say, oh, the remainder is 5. So just by looking into last 3 digits and dividing by 8, we can get the remainder easily. Let's check it for some other question. Here, 95,516. If somebody thinks that, tell me what is the remainder, will be taking much time? No. Simply we'll think of the last 3 digit, 516. Let's divide it with 8. 8, 6 are 48. We'll get a 3. Now 8 4s are 32. The remainder is 4. Remainder is 4. Okay, students. So you find it very interesting. So let me give you a number and you will write on the comment box that what is the remainder for this. Let's say I'm writing 1, 2, 3. Let me write the number that is for your homework. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So tell me what would be the remainder for when it is being divided by 8. What would be the remainder when you get divided by 8? I hope you enjoyed the trick today. Thank you everyone.